So why do I think it's overrated? Being married does not mean that you can't get divorced later on, and marriage does not mean happiness or happily ever after, just like a Disney movie. What about the argument about living together? Well, that's just an excuse. You can still live together even if you're not married. But this doesn't apply to Muslims, sadly. Why are weddings so expensive? It's at an unreasonable price. And according to Google, a combined wedding could go up from $2,000 to $200,000. Another thing that I can say is that the wedding will be very stressful. The wedding is probably not even your wedding, but your parents'. I can bet 70 to 80% of the guests you have no idea who they are. And it's not your wedding, it's your day to please people. Then after the wedding, you have this high expectations that you must have kids. It's gonna be very stressful. That is all for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.
Hello, in this video I will state my unpopular opinion, so let me know if you agree. Okay, let's say fruit is a whole lot better than sweeter desserts such as brownie or cakes. Fruit is a much healthier option than candy and it tastes just as good and sweet. You're not gaining excessive kilo, and even if you do, you know that it comes from eating fresh organic products. Fruit can be a dessert too, but here's the thing, so I'm trying to make this video relevant to what we're studying. I'm gonna have to add another environmental benefit to eating fruit. Fruits are biodegradable and you're not consuming product that produce a lot of waste. What I mean here is that when you're eating the fresh food that you buy from the market, the mall, or wherever it is, you're not creating loads of waste except from the plastic bag that may come with it. However, if you choose to bring your own bag, then that's even better because now you're not using material that contribute to more waste. Whereas sweets such as candy, chocolate, or any wrapped sweet would come with these packages that pile more waste. And again, fruits are scrumptious. And finally, yes, you can disagree with everything I said because this is just an opinion. Thank you and goodbye.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my video. So today I'll be talking about my unpopular opinion on death sentences. Nowadays we see that most countries have already abolished the idea of giving death penalties to criminals. However, in my opinion, I think death sentences should be allowed. I do know that some bad people can change and atone for their crimes, but what about the ones who refuse to change? Are we just going to sit still and let them go around breaking the laws easily? I believe that some criminals should be sentenced to death if their crimes are truly unforgivable, because we don't know whether they'll do it again or not. And if they do, it will be a huge problem. Now, I do know that sometimes death sentences don't deliver justice all the time. There would always be some cases in which people can just bribe the judges and get away with what they're doing. But the government should try to make it fair for everyone because this will decide whether the criminal lives or dies. Plus, if every country were to use this method, no criminals would dare to commit any crimes in fear of dying. It would guarantee more safety in society and less people will fall victim to these crimes. The system must also play a huge role in delivering justice, and it should be set up in a way in which nothing can interfere with the judge's decision, not even money. If death sentences aren't used, crime rates will continue rising. Take Japan's court system for example. In the late 1980s, a Japanese schoolgirl who went by the name Junko Furuta was brutally abused, tortured, and murdered by a group of kidnappers. Despite their crimes, they couldn't receive death sentences, so they just spent a few years in prison. These guys felt no sense of shame or remorse for their crimes, and they're still walking around today committing other countless crimes such as robbery and murder. There are also several other cases in which things like this happen, and the criminals just get away with it. Some people are just too evil to keep alive, and that's why they deserve to be punished with death sentences once and for all. So that concludes my topic for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.